If you're ready to start diving into the results from your recent evaluation, this video will show you how to navigate the player rankings page within your Team Genius admin account. Go to the assessment that you'd like to view the results for. From there, click on the Results tab and then click on Player Rankings. You'll then be seeing a grid similar to what we're viewing here. As a quick tour, what we're going to look at first is the left-hand tree menu. You are able to see the overall rankings tab first, which is going to show you the Team Genius score when taking into account all the various sessions that you might have within this evaluation. If you only have one session, likely that score will be matching what you see your Team Genius overall score to be. If you click on a session, you're able to see the scoring forms that were used, in this case just one, and then how that averaged out into the overall rating for that specific session. To open up a session and see the scoring form used, click on the arrow next to the session name and then click on the scoring form name. This will show you all of the scores recorded across the various criteria that you had within your scoring form. Also available on this left-hand tree menu, you can expand to see all of the scoring forms broken out by session. You can collapse to see just the overall ratings area here. If you go to Manage Scores, that will take you to the Manage Scores tab so that you can make any edits that you might need to these scores that were submitted. Going back to Player Rankings, a few other items that you'll see within this scoring grid is you are able to filter here as well. If you click on the filter icon, you could filter by any of the columns that you see across here at the top. So if you wanted to look at one specific age group, you can select the age group here. You could also filter from highest score to lowest score or vice versa by clicking on the drop down or the arrow that you see here next to the owl icon. If you want to search for a specific player, click on the search bar and then type in the player's name. The Evaluators tab will show you all of the evaluators who submitted scores for this evaluation, and you can override their weights from here if need be. If you needed to export your grid, you can do so to PDF, Excel, or CSV. You can also rearrange the items that you see on your grid by clicking on the gear icon here. If you go to Choose Columns, if you wanted to make something visible, if it has an X through the I, just click on that and then you will be able to see that column on your grid. If you wanted to hide something, just click on the eye icon to put a slash through it so that you're not able to see it on your grid. Going a little bit deeper, if you wanted to compare two players against each other, click on the session level, and then from there, click on the session score. So if we wanted to compare this player against another, click on their overall session score, compare player, find the player that you want to compare them to. You'll see their scores side by side here. If you click on the chart, you'll also be able to see an overlapping chart here to show you where they might be excelling in certain categories. And any comments that were recorded for both of those players will be showing under the comment section here. If you wanted to look at what each evaluator was submitting by category or by criteria, click on the scoring form within the session. And then from there, click on the actual criteria score. If I had more than one evaluator, I would be able to see each evaluator, what they scored, and then how that rated into the overall rating for this player within the category. Of course, the aggregation type is based off of what you set within your setup under your scoring forms. Going back to overall ratings, if you wanted to pull a player's evaluation report, you can click on the eye icon next to that player's name. So if we click here, go to Generate Evaluation Report, you can choose which sessions you want to show in this report and any of these options that you see here. To generate the report, just click Generate Report. It'll show you a desktop view, a mobile view, since these reports are mobile friendly. You could also copy the URL to your clipboard, or if you wanted to open this up in a separate browser page, you can do so here to see what this will look like. So you can navigate between the different sessions that you are sharing here. So we can see these additional two, in addition to the one that we started with. If you'd taken a photo, it would show up in a crest next to that player's name on the left-hand side, similar to what you see in the template here. If you have any questions about how to navigate your player rankings grid, please let us know at help@teamgenius.com. You could also click on the help icon down here in the bottom right of your Team Genius account. Thank you.